What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we finished up all the events at the Deep Jungle, as well as went in and did some sliding minigames. Got a bunch of new items for synthesis, and power-ups, and keyblades, and things along that ways. And now, technically, in terms of storyline-wise, all we gotta do is go back to Traverse Town, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to that little dot of a world that we haven't been to yet. It's technically a lower level than Deep Jungle, so I'm not really too worried about things being a part of it that are going to be too difficult for us to handle or anything like that. Besides, having the Cure Spell makes things all the much better because it's so much easier to heal yourself and so much quicker than using a potion. And I am flying along and I am seeing right now 3 lasers coming out of my gummy ship, and I realized that I jumped the gun in order to begin this episode and decided just to go right into the flight. Because, you know, we got all those new items and everything from the Deep Jungle. I think we got, like, another laser, another engine, another gun or two. I don't even know. We got so many things for the gummy ship that really doesn't mean anything one way or another. It just makes it look better and possibly a little bit more, I don't know, offensive, I guess you can say. Plus, at least if we had that other engine in there, it would make this trip go a little bit faster. Okay, so those stars that I keep talking about in terms of, like, the gummy ship-wise, they would be behind that giant rock that I just flew past. That ran into me. If you blasted that thing enough, it would bust apart and you would get a star item to pick up, and that would pretty much refill all of the things that could be refilled on your ship, whether it be the shield power or armor. So keep that in mind if you're flying these long journeys and you see those giant meteors. Just start pelting them with anything you got in order to refill anything that you need, or just wait for meteors to show up and grab everything else. Yeah, gummy ships, there's really not much more to say about them other than, you know, what I already have. You're just going to be flying along and blasting them. I'm actually kind of enjoying picking up stuff now because once Sid starts doing his gummy ship business for us, we can actually sell back to him various gummies that we pick up. So that's why I'm still collecting all of these, you know, diamonds and everything, gummy parts and things along that ways, because I can at least sell them back to Sid later for a little bit of money. They're not really worth much. But if they're worth 20 money a piece and you're sitting on 100 of a single type of gummy, it's all worth it in the end. Plus, I like picking up all of the blueprints. Not that I'm going to be able to get all of them in the game because, again, you have to do all of those side missions and everything for the gummy ship, and some of them are just beyond ridiculous. Like, just look them up. Go ahead. Take some time, go to GameFAQs, go online or whatever, you know, after you're done watching this video, of course, and go look them up and just see the absolute ridiculous things that they ask you to do in order to get every blueprint, I guess you could say, for a gummy ship and thus get that achievement. No, I'm good. Alright, here we go. Coming up on our final destination, our next world that we will go visit. And we're looking at it from the back. I kind of don't want that. Come on, spin around. Spin. Again, just like Deep Jungle, where is the sand going? It's just going into nothingness. Alright, whatever. There's the front. There's really not much to this place, so let's disembark and get down there. Welcome to the place where heroes are made, the Olympus Colosseum. Walking into the grand entrance with 2 huge statues of gladiators facing off in mortal combat. Or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, this is a pretty cool place. There's also not much to the map of it. There's only 2 sections, here and then the lobby. So let's run around this area first. There's a bunch of things we can do. You're going to have these torches, and you're going to maybe try to put them out with your Blizzard or smack them around with the Keyblade, but Blizzard can't put it out. Try a more powerful spell. We'll probably be able to come back here a little later. We'll definitely come back here a little bit later when our Blizzard upgrades to Blizzara or Blizzaga, and then be able to put out these flames. Because I think you get just like a random item. Nothing too important, just something. Up here on this first area, we have a blue Trinity. So, with everybody around, let us Trinity jump! And we get a box. Because that's just the good thing that comes out of a Trinity. You know, the random stuff. In this box is 3 puppies. Number 22, number 23, and 24. Which I believe are the only puppies that you're going to be able to get here in the Olympus Colosseum. There are no more puppies within this world. So, don't really worry about coming back to those, I guess. I swear there was something behind here. Was it here? Or was it? Oh, no. Okay, I see it. Alright. I keep forgetting what side that chest is on. But first things first, another Trinity mark. Donald Goofy Sora jump! And just like on the other side, poop, there comes a box that came down. Inside of this box, we have a mithril shard. We're coming very close to the point where we're going to be able to synthesize a bunch of things, so just keep collecting. Anything else you can grab, collect, collect, collect. Make a potion, good, could have always used one of those. And I think that is it. There was a green Trinity mark up there. You saw it a little bit in the ground. And right in the dead center, yeah, right there, is the white Trinity. We're not going to get white Trinity marks until way, way late in the game. So that's it we do here. Let's head to the lobby. Alright, in the lobby we are. There's just a few things to look at. A yellow Trinity right there. I think the first one we saw that. A small save point on the side, and this weird guy standing on a pedestal. Hey! Yo, Goat Man.
Good timing. Give me a hand, will you? Move that pedestal over there for me. I gotta spruce this place up for the games.
How is moving the pedestal gonna spruce things up? And why do you have to emphasize the word games? Oh well, whatever. Let's go over here and move this thing for him. Come on, so there we go. Push, 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 push. Yeah, that's pointless. Goat Man, this isn't really working so well.
It's way too heavy.
What? Too heavy? Since when have you been such a little... Oh, wrong guy. What are you doing here? This here's the world-famous Coliseum, heroes only. And I got my hands full preparing for the games, so run along, pipsqueaks. Look, it's like this. Heroes are coming from all over to fight ferocious monsters right here in the Coliseum.
You've got heroes standing right in front of you.
You tell him, Donald.
Yup, he's a real hero chosen by the Keyblade.
And we're heroes too.
Hero? That runt?
What's so funny? I fought a bunch of monsters.
Hey, if you can't even move this, you can't call yourself
Is that so?
a hero? Yeah. Okay, so it takes more than brawn. Well, let's see what you can do.
Alright, so Phil is actually going to train us for the games, but before we do that, I did say his name right now, why don't we actually learn a little bit more about this crazy little guy. This is Philoctetes, or Phil for short, first appearance Hercules, the 1997 movie. Phil, the satyr, which is a half-man, half-goat, is a veteran trainer of heroes and Herc's mentor. These days, he's very busy running the Coliseum and choosing competitors suitable for the games. Basically, what Phil is going to do with us right now is he's going to train us. We will talk to him, and we will be put into a series of various tests of breaking things and moving along. This trial is tough. You ready? Oh, I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I'm done with that now. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Rules are simple. Bust all the barrels within the time limit. Ready? Go. Yep, that's it. All you gotta do. Run forward, and on usually the third hit of your combo, you'll do the power swing, and that'll launch the barrels forward. So make sure to try to do that and knock them down as fast as possible. Slapshot actually helps very well because it moves the combo along faster, because you are, of course, timed in how long you have to do this, as shown in the upper right corner. Not bad, for a beginner, that is. Huh, says you. Moving on to the next round here, same rules apply, just more barrels, and they are also spread out around this like center column thingy, so make sure you run around and take down all the barrels from all angles. You can also use the barrels as a launching like projectile to hit other barrels that are in front of them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, like that was way off, but there's still plenty of time for you to run around and be able to destroy all the barrels, no problem. I even tried to do 3 at once here, but apparently that didn't really work out so well. Anywho, moving along, smacking these around. That again was off the beaten trail, but we have plenty of time and not many barrels to go. With these 6 here, bust them all. The last two, you really need to make sure to line up this one with the one over there, or else it'll be very difficult for you to jump over and destroy that last barrel. Hey, you're better than I thought.
You know, you ain't bad, kid.
Looks like I'm headed for the games.
Afraid not.
Why not?
2 words. You guys ain't heroes.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Goofy, that is way more than 2 words. Want to be a real hero? Start by mastering this spell. We attain the power of Thunder. Learn magic spell Thunder, which is a great area of effect spell, especially when you start upgrading it to like the higher versions of itself. Anyway, into Sora we go. I'm going to customize. I'm going to take off the Blizzard spell and I'm going to replace it with Thunder. Because again, as I start learning better versions of Thunder, that will become a devastating move and something very useful for the Coliseum battles. And no matter how many times you talk to Phil from here on out, you can train again if you want to go and maybe do the barrel busting thing one more time, but he's not going to let you in the games. Oh, and this save point right here does not take you to the gummy ship. So in order for us to get out of here, we gotta go out the way we came.
Rather a stubborn old goat, wouldn't you say?
Who are you?
Oh, hey, hold on there, Fuzzboy. Wait, let me guess. You want to enter the games, right? Well then, hey, get a load of this.
A pass?
It's all yours. Good luck, kid. I'm pulling for you, little shorty.
I love that version of Hades so much. Ah, so funny. Anyway, we got the entry pass. Time to move forward and show Phil exactly what we have, and now he kind of almost has no choice but to let us into the games. Yo, Phil, check this out. Hey, how'd you get this? Can we enter the games now? Well, I guess so. But we start with the preliminaries. Ready for them? Yes, we are. Let's go. Some real weirdos signed up for the games. Better watch yourself. So the way that the Coliseum works is that you are being put into a basic battle against a group of enemies. These enemies are usually themed or whatnot. And it's just you, Donald, and Goofy, sometimes less, against whoever this is against. Now, we see some blue guys there that we haven't talked about yet, but I'm going to wait until a little bit later because they have their own special match in this particular area that we have to deal with. The enemies that you fight here do not drop anything. So the only way you can heal yourself while in the Coliseum is through magic or items. So make sure you pack yourself with enough items, when you go in, and of course, keep that MP high by smashing things. You're no heroes yet, but you ain't doing bad. Lucky you came to see me for coaching. Yeah, Phil, you really showed us how to do stuff by breaking barrels. Oh boy, hello. You're tall and menacing and spiky blonde hair. Hey, I got spiky hair too. We got something in common. And blue eyes, apparently. Something tells me he'll be a tough one to beat. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up facing him. Hey, yeah, Phil, maybe we will. Who knows? Yeah, we're gonna fight him. So, anyway, moving on to the next match in the preliminaries, Sinisters.
Thunder!
I also like the stances that Sora, Donald, and Goofy do at the end of each match as well. They do like, a victory dance as you would in like a Final Fantasy game or something. Yeah, Donald, you get them. You got this. We're going right. Yep, we're going right into the next one. Heat and Freeze. So obviously these blue guys are the fire versions of the red Nocturnes that we fought before. We are still almost at them that are specifically their particular fight, and that's when I will talk about them because, why not? Might as well give them a little bit of showing off and whatnot. I wish that we were in areas that they'll actually drop stuff because they do drop a few good items here and there, but what can you do? At least we're still earning experience. That's always a positive note. Alright. Oh, jeez. There's always one that's hidden somewhere, and it always slows you down. Alright, moving right along here. Say, you're better than I thought, kid. Wish he was here to see this. Who? Hercules. He's a real hero if ever there was one. Too bad he's off visiting his father, the great Zeus! Oh wait, that wasn't part of the wording? Oh, whatever. You know what it is. Shadow Platoon, match 4. Beat them down, guys. Swing and strike and shoot and anything else you can do. I probably shouldn't have used so much magic in the first few rounds because I really need MP in order to make sure I can heal myself throughout these battles. Oh, dodging. Go, go, go. There you go. Done. Anybody else? Oh, one more. Go away! Is that the third time you said that, Donald? Alright, this is fine. Blue Revenge. These guys are Blue Raspides! HP 24 to 60, experience 1 to 60. They drop HP balls, MP balls, Ether, Frost Shards, and Blizzara Rings. Very low chance on that one. Blue Rhapsodies are spellcasting Heartless. They approach their enemy by bouncing about and attack with Blizzard and absorb Blizzard attacks. When fighting these guys, don't forget to hit them with fire because that is how you earn tech points from them. So they're pretty much, again, the red ones, but in ice form for the most part. And this guy is jumping around very much. There we go. Finally beat him down. No problem there. Aww. It's one of my favorite ones that he says. We haven't seen a single Sora victory yet. And he's the one that copies various stances from Final Fantasy characters.
That little punk is your next opponent, okay? Now don't blow it. Just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on. Hey, it's like that old goat says. Rule number 11. It's all just a game. So let loose and have fun with it!
Yay!
I mean, a casualty or two along the way. It's no big deal, right? Jeez. Stiffer than the stiffs back home. Still, suckers like him are hard to come by.
On to the next match. The big one with a bunch of Rhapsodies and Nocturnes and one large body. He was actually sleeping in the center there. Probably should have attacked him with something stronger, a spell or something along that ways, to at least knock down his health a little bit more. When going up against the large body, it's probably best if you have the guard's ability for Sora to actually use it, because when he does that belly charge thing, you can actually use the guard to knock him off his feet, earning some tech points, and actually knocking him off his feet and stunning him, thus making him a little easier to beat down. I, of course, am getting a little bit too caught up with the events of the Coliseum fight, and wasn't really thinking so much about that. There we go. Good, good. Oh my god, Goofy, you have two of them. Why did I guard there? Go! There we go, that's 1 and 2. Nice shot, Donald. Good job.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! I want to say that victory from Sora is based off of Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. I gotta do some checking on that.
That's the best you can do?
Anyway, here we go against the final match against Cloud. First appearance in Final Fantasy VII, which was released back in, what was that, 1997, I believe? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Anyway, yeah, 1997. Cloud is a fighter hired by Hades to compete in the Coliseum. Despite his association with Hades, his heart remains untouched by the Heartless. Cloud keeps very much to himself, which makes him something of an enigma. What is he seeking? This version of Cloud has 300 HP, will give you 80 experience, and he doesn't give you jack. But he will give you something a little bit later when you meet up with him after the events. If you notice, a lot of Cloud's moves that he does against you are actually based off of his limit breaks from Final Fantasy VII. So you'll be fighting off against things like the Braver, the Cross Slash. He does have an Omni Slash ability, which he won't use during this fight, but he does have it later. And I believe this is called the Sonic Blade, or Sonic Rave, or whatever it is. I believe he had that in Final Fantasy VII as well. So that he used, but we beat him, no problem. Or at least very little problem. Donald and Goofy didn't really do so well, but we did. That's all that matters. Oh boy! That's a big dog.
Oh, right. There was one other rule. I forgot. Accident happened.
That's an important rule, Hades. How could you forget such an important rule? Whoa! Hey!
Hey, Phil! Get them out of here!
Alright, guys, let's go. Move, move, move. Hercules got this. Whew, that was close. That's Cerberus, the guardian of the underworld. Herc should be able to handle him. But then again, maybe not. This doesn't look good. Don't worry, Phil. We're here. We got this. I know Hercules could probably handle this on his own, but we have morals and whatnot, and we know that we can go and help him fight. Alright, Sora's got a bunch of potions. That's fine. Everything should be alright. Let's just go take on that big puppy. Kid, you're not entering the arena, are you? This ain't just some match. This is for real. I'm not afraid. You can decide if I'm a hero material or not. Careful, kid.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
That's only one word, but I'll accept it as 2 syllables. Okay, here we go against the boss, Cerberus. First appearance, Hercules, 1997. He has 600 HP, will give you 200 experience when you beat him, and the Inferno Band accessory. Cerberus is the guardian of the entrance of the underworld and Hades' loyal servant. Herc defeated him once, but Hades has brought him back to fight Sora and his friends, which I guess is why Cerberus drew his attention away from Hercules holding Cloud and now focusing solely on us. A good strategy to go with when you're fighting Cerberus is to try to get up on his back. It's a good way to avoid most of his techniques. Like right now, he's shooting off this dark breath technique where he spit it into the ground and now it's like kind of firing up these pillars. Most of his techniques are ground-based, and when he fires off these fireballs, they don't really have that much movement in them before they dissipate. So if you're up on his back, you can avoid the majority of his attacks. Cerberus does have 3 heads. You don't have to worry about, taking down each head. Just target on whichever one's closest. They all share the same life bar. Do your best to knock him down as fast as you can, because as you can see, he does quite a lot of damage whenever he gets into like a rage mode and things along that ways. Alright, I need to start concentrating. Ow. What? No, yeah, let's get away from this. Heal up. There we go. I'm going to heal Donald. Maybe he's a little bit away from having an MP back, and then he can heal me. Nope, he went down again. And I just wasted an MP on him. Oh well, whatever. Let's just keep going. Okay, see, he wasn't that far off anyway. We got him. We all leveled up. Excellent. Thumbs up all around. Bad dog. You stay. Stay there. Bad dog. Hey, I did the bad kitty jokes when I was fighting Sabor, so you gotta do it when you're fighting Cerberus. I mean, come on. Inferno Band gained, which isn't a bad accessory. I think it does more resistance to fire as well.
Thus, I do hereby dub thee junior heroes and confer upon thee full rights and privileges to participate in the games. Further...
Hey, what do you mean, junior heroes?
Yeah.
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
So, what does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
No problem. We'll start by proving ourselves in the games.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be any games for a while. Gotta clean up the mess from that last battle first.
Okay, we'll be back.
I still can't believe that Squirt actually beat Cerberus.
Just between us, I'd already worn Cerberus down by the time the little guy jumped in.
We still were able to hold our own.
My lips are sealed.
Anyway, we obtained the hero license, which enables us to participate in the games as they open up as we continue on with the main story. And in order to get to the gummy ship, we gotta go out there, but what's Cloud doing? He's so lonely sitting there on the steps by himself.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
I'm looking for someone. Hades promised to help. I tried to exploit the power of darkness, but it backfired. I fell into darkness, and I couldn't find the light.
You'll find it. I'm searching too.
For your light? Don't lose sight of it.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
I think I'll pass.
And he gave us Sonic Blade, which is an actual offensive ability that Sora can equip. Basically, the way these type of abilities work is when you're doing a fight and you're a certain range between Sora and an enemy, the triangle button will pop up and it'll show you which ability you're able to use. Sonic Blade is strictly a ground-based technique that you saw Cloud use, where you're basically rushing at somebody with the Keyblade sticking straight down in front of you. You can hit triangle a bunch of times to do various combo techniques to that as well. So it's not bad, but I'm not a big fan of some of these techniques sometimes because it uses 2 MP, and right now I don't have many, but I'll equip it anyway. You never know, I may find a use for it here and there, or at least to show it off or something. But that's pretty much it. I got all that done. I don't think there's anything else. Alright, so, yeah, that's pretty good. We finished the main story events for the Coliseum right now. We will be coming back here much, much later as the other games open up. But until then, we will now be heading back to our gummy ship and heading back to Traverse Town in order to see about, showing the gummy blocks to Leon and seeing about anything else that happens there and just generally pushing things forward. Who knows? Maybe Riku, Kairi, and the King ended up in Traverse Town while we were out exploring other worlds. You never know. Anything's possible in this game. Absolutely. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure to rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, Metal Blade 427. Until the next time where we do Traverse Town Redux, or Redukes, or whatever you want to call it, redoing or returning or however, you guys have a good one. I will catch you all later.